Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this edition we are going to be telling you how will markets be trading next week beginning October 30th. What are the predictions for the Nifty levels as far as Monday's trade is also concerned. Remember, 6 days of losses and the markets made a stupendous recovery on Friday, that's today. We've also reclaimed the 19,000 mark, the psychological mark as well. But as it is said, all is well, ends well. We are saying so because the benchmark indices managed to end a disastrous week on a positive note today. Remember, the Nifty rose higher from abyss as a late recovery in Asian markets was also seen, supporting the sentiments. Sectorally, all the sectors of the Nifty ended in the green, with the Nifty PSU banking index leading the pack. It shot up almost 4.1% for the day as well, supporting the market sentiments led by the other sectors following suit. Meanwhile, the market capitalization of all the companies on the BSE also surged today, 4.4 lakh crore rupees to about 310.58 lakh crore rupees in today's trading session. So which were the stocks that were buzzing in trade today? Coal India was the top gainer on the Nifty. It shot up 3% higher. HCL Technologies followed with almost 3% surge. Axis Bank also followed next. We did see almost a 3.1% surge for this stock as well. Apart from this, we also saw Adani Enterprises, State Bank of India and Tata Motors as the other major gainers on the Nifty index. On the losing side, you just had about 5-6 stocks on the downside. So UPL was the one that lost the most. But you can see the margin of declines was just about 0.2% to 0.5%. Dr. Reddy's was down, UPL was down, SBI Life also lost ground after the Q2 earnings, as well as Asian Paints fell slight a bit, missing the estimates on the Q2 earnings front. ITC declined and Hindalco as well. The advanced decline ratio was 44 stocks in the green to 6 stocks falling on the index. However, as a comfort factor, we did see that India VIX slipped about 7% in trade at under 11 points, and therefore it was a bit of a comfort level. Now, as far as the sectoral action amid the broader markets is concerned, the Nifty Mid-Cap 50, it ended almost 1.2% higher in trade. The small cap index was up by 2%. The Bank Nifty also supported, and 1.1% surge for that one was also seen. The Nifty IT index shot up 1.2%, and when we talk about the US dollar to INR ratio, it just slipped marginally to 83.31 odd levels as well. Now, as far as the next week's prediction is concerned, experts believe that today's recovery was aided by several Asian indices, domestic equities bouncing back sharply on strong all across buying support as well. Also, Nifty once again reclaiming that 19,000 mark. However, the lingering negative factors such as Israel-Hamas conflict, surging US yields as well, the FII fund outflows that are constantly happening, and the rate hike worries, all of them will mean that the markets are likely to stay volatile in the week ahead as well. Let's take, for example, Mehta Equities prediction. They are believing that despite today's strong rebound, the benchmark indices are not out of the woods. They believe that the markets may remain buoyant. However, some resolution is needed between the ongoing Israel-Hamas war to really support the markets and a sustainable trend on the upside. Also, Fed, they believe, needs to combat and win over the inflation beast without affecting much on the economic growth of US, because that remains an overhang. Technically, they believe that as far as the Nifty levels are concerned, till the time 19,700 is broken on the upside and it remains sustainable, only then will there be a confirmation of a major strength. Till that, they expect and they advise investors to stay nimble on their foot, and long positions is preferred strategy even going forward from here. As far as the levels are concerned, remember the Nifty has shut shop at 19,047 mark as well in today's trade. But what are the support levels going forward? Remember, the key support as per Mehta Equities for Nifty remains at 18,927, and then below that 18,607 mark. And the resistance for the Nifty even now after recovering from those lows remains at 19,127 to 19,477 zones. The range in which the Nifty could be trading at on the next trading session, that's Monday, October 30th, is 18,500 to 19,100 zones as well. Remember, the 21 days of moving average is placed at 19,538 for the Nifty. The 50 days moving average is placed at 19,588 and the 200 days moving average is placed at 18,613. And the trend is likely to be remaining neutral as well. As per Deepak Jasani, who is the head of retail research at HDFC Securities, he believes that the Nifty could now be heading towards 19,229 to 19,432 odd levels over the next few days. That's the next week. While 18,826 and 19,047, this could be the band which could provide support to the downside move as well. So what are you watching out for in the next week? Of course, we will continue to see a slew of earnings that will be important to track. Reliance Industries, the big number that will come out this evening, and the markets will react to them only on Monday. That is something that you have to keep an eye out on. KPIT Technologies, from the FMCG space, Marico. Then we also have TVS Motors, Dabur, Thomas Cook, RR Kabil, recently listed stock. Then you also have Mahindra Finance, V-Guard, Birla Soft and Wari. All of these stocks will be in focus as far as the Q2 earnings are concerned. As a macro, what you also need to keep an eye out on is the Reserve Bank of India, which is likely to meet the senior officials of some banks on 2nd and 3rd of November to discuss the prevailing liquidity conditions in the banking system. And 7 Treasury officials have also been talking about this. Now, the central bank will meet these officials to discuss what could be the liquidity picture and what that's likely to be on the agenda. Market participants are also likely to eagerly await hints from the RBI on when the central bank would also be conducting the open market sale of debt, as was announced in the October monetary policy meeting. So that will be another thing that to watch out for on the macro picture. Of course, it will be important to track how the global markets really react, because it has been a major downside for the Indian domestic markets based on the kind of move we've been seeing globally due to the war as well. So if the global markets recover, that could give an added on support to the Indian markets next week. So with that, we wrap up this quick edition for you, but do stay tuned on to Business Today TV to catch everything that you need to know about market strategies, the way the markets are likely to trade next week, and also important stocks that you need to keep on your radar.
He's created an image of